Everyone, South Africa Travel and Tourism. And you're going to have the opportunity to travel with Phil Scott to
sunny South Africa. You guys are going to have the opportunity to come to Johannesburg, and you guys are going to be coming to Durban. And we're going to set it up perfectly. It's going to be like a luxury experience for you guys. At the same time, you're going to be getting some culture. And of course, you're going to get an opportunity to talk to Phil, hang out with Phil, and get his views on Africa and South Africa.
You're also going to get an opportunity to explore the lifestyles here that are available in South Africa. And we're going to do all that for you in an amazing 10 days. We do hope that you go to the website and book, because we do look forward to seeing you here.
Absolutely. Our website is therealsouthafrica.com. Go there, scroll down. You'll see a picture of Phil, and just go ahead and book there. So we'll see you here in what we like to call sunny South Africa.
How y'all doing today? Well, I hope you're doing well. Unfortunately, I have another video showing predominantly our people sleeping on a train, in a subway train there in Chicago, the Red Line to be exact. It's short. Check it out.
Standing passengers, please do not lean against the doors. Please be considerate when talking on your phone or listening to electronic devices, so as not to...
So some of y'all might be saying, well, Demetra, you showed us quite a few videos like this already. Why do we need to see it again? And I know there's been some other contributors here on the channel who showed it, but I feel like I'm going to continue to show them as long as I see them. You know why? Because I always want myself and y'all to be reminded that voting for Democrats, because black people are the ones that predominantly, or overwhelmingly I should say, vote for Democrats. I want us to be reminded of, when we do that, this is what we get. Now, I'm not saying Republicans care that much more about our people, but that video right there is in Chicago. Chicago has a newly black elected mayor, and they had a black mayor before that. But before, Brandon Johnson came in, the migrant situation wasn't really a big thing, right? But it is now, where Mayor Brandon Johnson is fully on board with helping migrants, to the tune of giving them, as I talk about all the time, housing, food, money, just helping them out, right? Helping them have an easier time. Of course, we know about that big giant weatherized tent that they want to build with the help of Governor Pritzker, who is allocating $65 million to do that so the migrants stay warm, because it's brutally cold in Chicago. But if you saw there on this video and all the other videos that we've shown you here, there are black people sleeping on those trains trying to stay warm. In this particular video, you clearly see that two black people huddled up under a blanket because it's cold, and they're getting some rest as everybody is commuting on the train. And there's a couple other people there as well. Now, within the comment section of that video and some of the other videos I've seen, it's like, oh man, why are you filming them? Stop filming them. It's not right. Leave them alone. At least they're warm. And it's like, wow. Is that how we feel about fellow Americans? Or is that how we feel about black people? Because I guarantee you, if that were migrants being filmed sleeping on the train, there'd be a lot of bleeding heart people. Oh, it's not right. We need to help them. But when it's black people, it's like, oh, leave them alone. At least they're warm. It's like, no, we should show this. We should never get to the point where we're desensitized to the plight of our own people that are sleeping on trains while migrants are sleeping in hotels, nice hotels, and they're getting housing. And even in some places, they're allowing them to sleep in high schools, even if it's just overnight, right? They're inconveniencing the students that go to that high school so that the migrants can sleep there and not be in the brutally cold weather. But how many black Chicagoans that are homeless are getting a tap on the shoulder and saying, hey, you don't have to sleep on the street tonight, and you don't even have to sleep on the train. We got accommodations for you. It's nice, it's warm, and in some places I heard they can watch cable, and we got all that for you. You hungry? Oh, don't worry, there's food. How many of them have that story to tell? I bet you not many. Where is Mayor Brandon Johnson and his team? Why don't they go sweep all the subway stations and the trains and say, y'all ain't got this, As long as we paying for migrants, there's no reason why you should be on this train. Where are they doing that? Is there some big campaign? Let's bundle up and go and get all the homeless black people off the streets. I haven't heard about that, have y'all? Because I don't know everything. So maybe I'm just missing something. But again, as long as there are black people sleeping on trains while migrants are sleeping under, triple goose down blankets in nice fancy hotels, I'm going to talk about it. Because I'm one of those people, I don't get desensitized by the plight of our people. I'm not one of those people. I know it's easy to get desensitized, especially with the inception of social media, where we see all kind of negative things all day long, whether it's police brutality. Some people will say, oh, I'm getting desensitized to that. Not me, I'm saying in general. Or, a whole host of things that back in the day, before the inception of the internet, people would be like, oh my God, that's horrible. Now people are like, I just saw a video like that 30 seconds ago. I'm not bothered by it right now. Maybe they're not voicing that, but that's the way they're thinking, to where you get to the point and say, well, leave them alone. At least they're warm. But you're negating that they're warm, allegedly, on this train, while people who are not citizens are warm with a full roof over their head and accommodations. That's not right. How did we get here? Now, I know you ain't got to tell me as a black person in America that there is no value on black life from anybody else in regards to black Americans. But we shouldn't get that way about our own people, because we as black people have often been taught to care about everybody else before we care about ourselves, right? Oh, we need to cry about migrants. And listen, I'm not saying anybody should be in the cold. And that I'm not saying. But what I am saying is that we should not be in the cold too, or first, and then everybody else who's getting help. That's not the way it should be. Because as a taxpayer that pays taxes in America, I want my tax dollars to go to my people first. When I say my people, I mean black people first. And if there's anything left over, then yeah, sure, go help everybody else. But as long as there's black people sleeping on subway trains to escape the cold, I'm always talk about it, whether anybody likes it or not, because I'm going to make sure I do my part, that nobody gets desensitized to the plight of black people. Enough of sweeping that under the rug. We need to really be demonstrative about it, so that anybody who's thinking about going to the polls and voting for a Democrat, because we give them our vote mostly, you're going to vote for a Democrat, you think about these images that I'm going to continue to show you of our people sleeping on the trains, and think about it before you check off voting for another person who is okay with black people sleeping on trains while they are helping everybody else who are not citizens of this country. So anyway, before y'all leave, if y'all could do me a favor and go to africandiasporanews.org and invest in the app that we have built just for you, I would love and appreciate you. And before you leave, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube.